Well, hello there. It's been a little while, isn't it? Did loads of videos really close together and then had a bit of a gap. Life has been going on. I had a nutrition assignment to do, which took up all of my time. I'm free now, handed it in. So we're going to go on a road ride today. Take Pauline for a little spin. Some people should really take better care of their things. Let me just show you what happened on my last ride. So my last ride, I took a wrong turn, ended up on an actual footpath and doing some cyclocross and hike a bike. So Pauline, I am sorry. And then she's just been sat there ever since. So probably should have cleaned her. But as I said, life's been really busy and the roads are going to be absolutely filthy. We've had endless bad weather. I don't think I've even ridden outside for 2 weeks, maybe. Not sure how far we're going to go. I've got this grandiose idea that I might end up heading towards Newquay to go to the coffee shop that I was heading towards last time in the fog. Didn't make it. So I'm just going to set out. I don't think it's going to rain. Haven't even brought a rain jacket. But there's no perfect choices. Why do we put such pressure on ourselves to perform? Let's go. Let's see what we find outside on the roads. Been riding for 10 minutes. It's definitely cold, but I'm like hot cold. Bits of me are warm, bits of me are freezing. I don't ride on the road much anymore, and I'm not used to cars. And I may have just angered a van driver when he chose to overtake me on a blind bend. I was doing about 30 mile an hour. It's a 40 mile an hour road. It's very narrow, really long bend as well. There was like 10-foot hedges on either side. I may have gesticulated at him to indicate my displeasure at his choices. And I think I just turned off right after it. I think he pulled in a lay-by to have a word with me. But yeah, I avoided that. It's pretty cold, but it is really nice to be out now that I'm out. Pigs! Let's go up the big hill. Big hill is done. It is mostly climbing for the first half. But then obviously what goes up must come down. It's got some good descents as well. From one of my favourite places in the mid-Cornish world. So this is Roach Rock, built in 1409 and is a hermitage. Hermitage? I'm not quite sure, but loads of myth, folklore, legend, and you can still go up there actually. So we're going to ride past it. You can see more of the remaining walls from the other side. It is really cool. I live back here now, no more Torbay. Although I think the standard of driving in Torbay was just as bad as here. I genuinely believe, which has been supported by this ride so far, I'm an hour in. Your driving's rubbish! But Cornish drivers must have had a special offer with Rice Krispies, collected a bunch of tokens and got a free driving licence, because there's no chance they've ever read a highway code. It's just my job to miss them. Anyway, enough of a rant about Cornwall. I wanted to talk to you about Badlands. Got a place. Me and Petra, we're going as a pair. September 2023. This week I've watched Fernwee's video, so Martin, of the three of them, and you just know when you see grown men crying by the side of the road that you're going to be questioning your life choices. So the fact that so many people that I know are going back to do it again gives me hope. Chris Hall is doing it for the third time. I mean, his videos are really great. If you haven't watched Chris Hall's videos of Badlands, then I highly recommend that you do. Yeah, it should be a good gang, and I've got 10 months to train. But the funny thing is, we all know I don't speak Spannon or Allen Key, so I'm going to have to work on that. I have never cycled that far. I don't own any camping stuff. I don't actually like camping that much, and I can't read maps. There's a lot of training to do. It's not just going to be fitness. There's a whole lifestyle that I need to... Yeah, I've never camped overnight on a bike. I've never had a pannier on my bike. I've never carried anything on my bike. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, isn't it, really? We'll see how that goes. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? This one's for you, Lou. Yellow car! It's got to be many kilometres for the rest of you. It's really hard to ride this bike and film at the same time. It is so slammed, it is so stiff, and it's got that nice long stem integrated cockpit that, and especially on these roads, I mean, they're pretty sketchy at the best of times. I was going to tell you about something, but with all that drama, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I was in the hospital on Friday having a colonoscopy, which is an annual thing. It's the third one I've had, to check the inside of my bowel after my operation to make sure it's all working. They cut out 9 little polyps, like they're really small and insignificant at this point, but if they're left, they can become cancerous. So it's just to kind of snip out any of those that could be a problem. I don't have to have another one for 3 years, which I'm very excited about, because on Friday was the worst one I've had. It was brutal. I was in there nearly 2 hours, which is twice as long as I've had before. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to go back into hospital on Friday night. I wasn't well at all. So I've had 3 days off the bike, and so I'm not feeling particularly excitable today. I did a little Zwift last night, joined one of Chris OP's Le Col rides. It was a nice recovery one, social, but yeah, it's really nice to be out. So I've had 1 hospital appointment, but it doesn't really tell me anything about whether there's active disease left in my body, whether I have any cancer. So I'm waiting for a CT scan for that. I've got a blood test in 2 days' time, and then all the boxes will be ticked. We'll know more, hopefully no cancer, but scanxiety is a thing. So anyone who's ever had a disease that, you know, might come back like that, especially if when it comes back, there's not an awful lot they can do for you. It's always a bit of a worry, but staying positive, riding my bike. Got my Everest challenge in 2 weeks and 3 days. So I'm just going to focus on that. Lots to look forward to. I'm in a tunnel! OMG. I tell you what is funny. Gosh, I can hardly speak because my face is so cold. A guy just drove past me with a trailer on the back of his truck, and it was dragging the number plate on the floor behind. And I was like, yep, nice one. He pulled into a lay-by a little bit up ahead. And I think it was my first ever boyfriend, who I met when I was 15 and haven't seen in 500 years. What are the chances? Oh, Cornwall. There's no escaping. No escaping it ever, is there? I'll tell you what is funny. If you ride your road bike down a really steep grassy knoll and you've got rim brakes and the grass is really wet, and then you end up on a road and there's a van coming and you've got no idea if you're going to be able to stop. Oh, hashtag save the rim brake. Right then, you absolute legends. Thanks for coming along on my ride. I've only got to descend back down to sea level now, so I thought I'd stop at the top where it's rather pleasant and not windy, which makes a massive difference, because I'm not going to hide in a hedge all the time. But I'm a bit cold, I'm feeling a bit flat. I don't think my batteries are recharged from the procedure on Friday. It's taken a lot out of me. Like, you're not allowed to eat for the best part of 24 hours. I think it takes a bit to get over that, and having loads of holes punched into your intestines probably doesn't help either. But so I suppose the take home from this is Badlands. What have I done? Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about that. More so than anything that's in the more immediate future, which is quite funny, isn't it? If you don't push yourself once in a while and you don't have something that puts you out of your comfort zone, are you even living? Of course, the next most exciting thing is going to be my virtual Everest for Rider Resilience, which is in 2 weeks and 3 days. So thank you so much to everyone who has supported me, both financially and just from all your kind and supportive words. Like, I mega appreciate it, and I'm weirdly excited to get that done. Yeah, so although I'm not feeling great today, training for that starts now. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time on Zwift. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to smash down a hill, have a cup of coffee, and I will catch you again very soon. Bye for now.